Well, hello and welcome everybody there in IMTV world. You can see this large body of water behind me. This is Fort Lauderdale, and that is the Atlantic Ocean, as far as I know. And that is the last body of water that stands between us and getting to good old terra firma, home in England town itself. A London town in England, I should say, not England town. Anyway, see, the brain's gone, already gone. We've been zigzagging all over South America. I think since the last time we spoke to you, which I think was Costa Rica, and it's been a pretty leery old adventure this time around. We've had lots of well, it's a veritable fashion show of riot police. We've seen all sorts of body armour all over South America, but I hasten to add, none of it was actually used in anger. Well, as I promised last time, last time we were talking, actually, there was going to be a special edition of Drum School with the one and only Mr. Charlie Charlesworth, and I use the word special in a special way. So here we go. This is Drum School with Charlie Charlesworth, all about Nico's kit.
Well, good evening, IMTV viewers. I'm Charlie Charlesworth, and this is Drum Talk.
Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Hi, as I said, I'm Charlie Charlesworth. I'm Nico's drum technician. I say that as opposed to roadie. I'm not a roadie. They were back in the 60s and 70s when everything was black and white. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a roadie. We're a drum technician. Roadies were back in the 60s and 70s when everything was in black and white, including the drums. I made a really basic materials such as wood with just a drum skin stretched over them. These days, in the 21st century, they made a lot more sophisticated materials like wood with shiny bits of metal on, as you can see here, which means I have to keep abreast of all the up to most dated cleaning materials, hence the word technician. Now, talking about the drums, I'll just like to take you around the kit. I'll try not to be too technical, but any drummers watching will know what I'm talking about. If we start here, we start with a very small drum, and we progress round the kit and end up with a very big drum. Okay, down here is an even bigger drum, and we're now moving on to the snare. It's a Ludwig 402, and there's a very funny story behind this drum. Now, cymbals, if you notice, I get asked a lot of the time, the question I get asked is, are the cymbals, because of all the different sizes, as you see, 15, 16, 19, 20, is that so Nico has like a palette of different tone and colour? Actually, it's because we can only fit these cymbals in. We have a 15 here and 18 here. We have a 6 in there because we couldn't get a bigger cymbal in. Same up here, this is a 20-inch. Nico really would have liked a 12-inch, but he wouldn't be able to reach it. I suggested longer sticks, but that meant moving the stool further back, and he wouldn't have been able to reach the kick drum, so that's why that's like that. Okay, and we move around here. Now this is the gong, which is very, very special. Paiste made this especially for us. It's a one-off. There's only one of those, apart from the other one we have in the warehouse. Up here is the bell. People think that's for Mariner. It's not. That's Nico rings that when he needs me. Jolly show cups of tea, massage. More often than not, as you probably will know, Nico plays barefoot, so I have to keep his feet in tip-top condition. Hence, I'm also a trained pedicurist. I hear that bell ring twice. That means I have to come up, get my kit out, file the nails, just get the rubbish off his feet so we can carry on playing. I think that's about it. So from me and Sutty here, good night, and join me next week when I'll be discussing how to avoid prosecution for exposing oneself in a foreign country. Good night.
It's not the Messiah, it's a very naughty
roadie.
See, I did warn you. It is a bit special, but he's totally accurate. Nothing in that is a fabrication at all. He is a trained pedicurist and a very fine drum technician as well. Not a roadie, I hasten to add. Not a roadie. People get that so confused. Are you guys roadies? No. Technicians. Or box pushers to some people. But anyway, there we go. So it has been a bit of fun and games in Santiago. We had an amazing show there. which I think you filmed, Johnny. You filmed some bits of that, but we'll get to that in a second. But we also managed to have a little bit of fun because we had a couple of days off there, and we caught up with Mr. Dickinson go-karting. And he's a demon go-karter, I have to say. I mean, he's been doing it since he was a kid, and unfortunately, even I couldn't catch him. I've tried. This is my second time I've done this, and I still can't catch him. So here we go. This is a little bit of footage from us in Chile, where, in fact, Johnny, you actually managed to rearrange the circuit. Yeah, twice. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, here we go. Here's a little bit of a go-karting action with Bruce himself.
Yeah, well, I had a bit of a problem with the throttle.
As he couldn't find it. Okay, so there we go. Bit of go-karting action there with Bruce. We'll see you again, hopefully, as soon as we can.